Hey guys, Mac here playing Forza Horizon 4. In this video, I wanted to talk about all of the cars available in the game. And one of the things I'll do is go through the festival hub and then go through the entire catalog of cars at the auto show that you can buy for straight up money. However, there are also some cars that can only be earned in certain ways. For example, there's 15 barn finds. Also, there's something called the Horizon Life, which you can access through the map, and there's these 26 different kind of disciplines that you can level up, and a lot of them have a car reward somewhere at a certain level. So for example, if we go to the La Racer here, once I reach the next level, you can see that my reward will be a new car, and that car is the Chevy Monte Carlo. A couple of other cars that I've unlocked doing progression in the main game are the Ariel Atom, the 1985 Ford RS Evolution, which was from the Dirt series. I got a 2002 Nissan Skyline, which I believe was from the Road Racing series. I got a 1993 Renault Clio, which I believe was from the Street Scene. I've also gotten a 2016 Porsche Cayman, and I've gotten the Zenvo ST1 from doing the world's fastest rentals. So there's a whole bunch of cars you can unlock. There's obviously the barn find cars, and then I think there are certain cars you can only get through doing certain wheel spins. But otherwise, the majority of cars will be available in the festival hub, as I'm showing here, and you'll be able to browse through them at the auto show and then purchase them with the credits you unlock by playing the game. Now, additionally in this video, I'll show you some of the customization options. I'll talk a little bit about those. I'll show you guys all the paint jobs. I'll show you guys some of the tuning, the new tuning options. I'll show you guys all the horns you can put on the cars and all of the character customization, such as the outfits you can wear, as well as the emotes you can do. So without further ado, let's just get into the auto show cars, and I'll join you back with commentary shortly. All right, so now I'll back up and I will go to the garage. We'll go to designs and paints, and we are going to paint the car. And I'll show you all the paints available for a car, although nothing really new caught my eye here specifically. I do believe all of these options are in the previous game. So we'll just kind of go through the colors. You obviously have your manufacturer colors. You have your normal palette, where it's just going to be the basic kind of color gradients. For special colors, we have semi-gloss, matte, metal flake, and it goes on and goes on. I will go through all of them, but you can also change the base colors and the kind of highlight colors of a lot of these. So keep that in mind. You're not like locked to a specific color necessarily. We have our carbon fibers, we have our Kevlars, we have our spy shots, camos, we have woodlands coming up, we have our metals, so aluminum, steel, brass, copper, chrome, gold, zinc, and then wood. And then we can also apply all of that to like the rims and tint the glass as we would normally expect from the previous Forza games. Now we'll go into my garage and I'll show you guys a couple of the new kind of options here. We will go and pick up my 2012 GTR. And additionally, one thing I should probably mention is that while you're browsing through the auto show, you can also feel free to like kind of click the options menu, and the entire manufacturer list will go up, so you can kind of jump between manufacturer to manufacturer a lot more quickly. Additionally, you can sort, so you can sort by manufacturer, class, year, value, championship, and country if that so pleases you. So one important thing here is that we can go to the garage, we can go to upgrades and tuning, and this car, for example, is called an upgrade hero. So what that means is that it is eligible to get like a specific kind of upgrade attached to it with a body kit preset. Now, because I have it equipped as kind of my main thing, but I've altered the tires, I would actually have to go off and manually take pieces off, but you can tell that's not a normal looking GTR. And then when you, in terms of going to custom upgrades, all of this should look the same. One new thing that a lot of people have been asking about, which is actually not available on this car, is called the Spacer, which is the ability to make your car kind of wider. So let me try to find a car that does allow that. I believe my 1995 GTR allows for that. And this option kind of varies, but this is something that was very wanted by the Forza community. So you can go to custom upgrades, you can go to the tires, and for some cars you will have a spacing option, which allows you to push the tires out wider than normal. So that's a new option, and there's not too many new options other than that. I'll go through the rims really quick, although the rims, I believe, also haven't really been changed, at least from my memory. Now, obviously, like in previous games, you can paint your rims any color, so if some of those colors didn't quite do the trick for you, feel free to paint them a different color. You can obviously still do auto upgrades if you want, which I would never recommend. I would recommend instead of that, finding tunes or building your own tune. And then something else I wanted to show you guys was the car horns, and then we will go to character customization. So car horns, there's a lot of them. We will go through all of them starting now. Alright, and then last but not least, I did want to show you guys the character customization. So for that, you can choose between all of these characters as kind of a default. So if there's one you like, you choose it. And then you can go through their entire outfit, basically starting with tops. So you'll pick a t-shirt out for them. These are all the t-shirts. I'm not going to go through them kind of one by one, but I'll make sure to scroll down the list real quick so that you can kind of see all of them. And then maybe some of the cool ones we will highlight, like this VIP waistcoat. You can also unlock some. So, for example, because I played Forza Horizon 3, I do have a shirt here that some others may not have. Some of them are going to be locked and some of them are not going to be locked. You can unlock a lot of these t-shirts by either collecting certain cars or, you know, making progress in certain categories of the game. But the large majority of these will be unlocked via wheel spins and super wheel spins. After tops, we do have jackets. Those go on top of our tops. Duh. And there's a couple cool ones again, but, you know, you don't see these too often. You'll see them kind of after a race and before a race, sometimes when you visit certain locations on the map as well. So, yeah. We'll just go through these for a bit. You do also have the option of just putting on an entire outfit. Right now, I've only seen the James Bond outfits and the chicken suits. I'm going to imagine that there's going to be more added, but for now, these are the two available. And then last but not least, you have emotes in the game. We'll go through all of the emotes individually. And then, yeah. Now, obviously, some of these are references. This is, for example, the Hotline Bling. And there's a couple of other cool ones later on that I might actually mention. We can obviously dab. The deeper the dab, the cooler the dab. Everyone knows this. But there's some like actually cool references kind of later on in the gold. You'll notice that all of these are actually do have like a rarity to them. So the green ones are not very rare. The blue ones are a little more rare. Purple one's legendary. And then yellow is like epic. So those are going to be kind of the rarest ones, and a lot of the cool ones are going to be locked behind those epic unlocks. For these, similar to clothing, by the way, you will unlock them mostly from wheel spins. I think a couple of them may be through progression, although a vast majority of these that I do have is definitely from a wheel spin. Now, this one is actually my favorite. It is the John Travolta, we'll call it. You can equip it as a showboat or a victory, but it's just the John Travolta being very confused GIF, which you've probably seen a million times. Alright, so that is more or less wrapping up the video. I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. I will provide a link to the full car list in the YouTube description, which will include any cars that aren't available on the auto show, but are available by unlocking them or winning them through the game. You can also find a lot of cars in the auction house. If you do go to like unique cars, it'll kind of show you all the cars that you can get through wheel spins or through having VIP access, stuff like that. So definitely keep an eye on the auction house if you'd like some of the rarer cars that you can't buy. And if you guys have any specific questions, please let me know in the YouTube comments. I'll try to respond. Thank you guys so much for watching. A special thanks to everyone on Patreon for supporting the show. And hopefully I see you guys in my next video. Peace.